Hello, folks. I greet you. Welcome, one and all, to another program of Journalist Hangout on a Sunday. I am Citizen Jones Hussein. Now, today on the program, President Tinubu, Sultan of Sokoto, seek prayers for Nigeria as Ramadan begins. Now, the Publicity Secretary of the Muslim Lawyers Association of Nigeria, Umar Aminu Kalgo, will join us for the discussion. Hear this one. Dangote refinery escalates the fuel price war, reduces the ex-depot price of petrol by 65 naira from 890 naira to a litre to 825, as importers face tough choice. And later on the show, we'll share this with you. Saraki calls for open investigation into the Akpabio-Natasha controversy, wants Senate President to step aside. A former House of Reps spokesman and media aide to Senate President Eseme Eyibo will be our guest for the discussion. Now, I'm hanging out with the one, the only Babajide Kolade Utitoju, BKO. I greet you, BKO. Welcome.
Good evening, the citizen. Good afternoon, the citizen. Good afternoon to the viewers.
We are joined, as always, by the proud Ikorodu boy, Prince Mayor Akinpelu. I greet you too.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, the team is ready. I hope you are. Okay then, you know the singing duo of Peter and Paul Okoye, who go by the stage name P-Square, was a pride of the pop scene in Nigeria and Africa. Their elder brother, Jude Okoye, is in the eye of the storm as we speak. The anti-graft agency, the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, has arraigned him and his company, Northside Music, on 7 counts of money laundering to the tune of 1.38 billion naira and $1 million. Prosecution alleges that sometime in 2022, the accused acquired a landed property at Park View Estate, Ikoyi, Lagos, worth 850 million naira, with money he knew or reasonably ought to have known forms a part of proceeds of unlawful acts. The said offense is contrary to Section 18(3) of the Money Laundering Prevention and Prohibition Act 2022. Now, a trial date has been given after Jude pleaded not guilty. BKO.
Yes, I am really pained and disappointed at the same time at the level that the quarrel between 3 brothers has degenerated to. And remember, he was first arrested on his birthday and taken away. One of the twin brothers who had always accused Jude of siding with another of the twins was the one who reported him to the EFCC. I know that many big Nigerians had intervened in this matter to try and find a solution. But up to now, the solution has not been found. 3 brothers quarreling amongst themselves.
Blood brothers.
I know that Atiku Abubakar, former vice president, intervened. The other day, after the reconciliation, you know, they then came up with a single.
Okay.
People were happy. Their fans were happy that they were back together. Then another round of dispute began. Peter Obi announced to Nigerians that he would do his best to reconcile them. He waded in. Again, nothing has come out of it. It is it's such a terrible thing for a very successful singing group.
Oh yeah.
Their brother was like their manager and producer at the same time.
I remember.
they were highly successful together, loved across the continent, of Africa and beyond. And they were also successful financially. But today, they're falling apart.
Yeah.
And the man who did his best to weld the group together, who chaperoned them all the time, who made sure that they were such a successful singing group, is today facing charges related to money laundering to the tune of about 2.3 billion.
Okay.
So I hope that Jude Okoye comes out of this terrible setback, and I still hope and pray that these brothers will come together as one, the way they started together.
Mayor, the problem here seems to be the problem artists, successful ones, have with managing success.
No,
if you see what I mean.
Not really in this case. The genesis of the problem, the genesis of the problem has to do with Peter marrying Lola.
Okay.
When Peter married the wife, the family did not support that relationship. But Peter went ahead to marry the woman they've been together for a long time now. When the mother was around, when the mother was alive, they were able to manage the crisis. But immediately,
that's the twins' mother.
Yes.
Okay.
But when she died, the family, Paul and Jude, still did not support that relationship. And so that caused a problem between them. In fact, that's the genesis of their problem. Because they used to be my neighbor in Omole, Phase 1. That's where they used to stay. And that was the genesis of the problem. But what is happening now is that that Jude was the manager and also the producer of their videos. Jude is more or less a video producer. Yeah. So he was the producer of their videos and also manages the group. But since they've quarreled, artists used to have publishing houses that they put that, just like we discussed here about artists on Spotify and what they collect for streaming and all that. You understand? So what Peter accused Jude of is that the royalties that he was collecting as the manager managing the streamings and all the online incomes that was coming, that he spent it and did not bring it to the group. That was why he went to EFCC to go and complain. That look, the proceeds from our royalties, this guy appropriated it, and I didn't get any part of it, which is wrong, because
he said he was paying it into a secret company.
Another account, because because there was manager and the one, so he's the one that's really interfacing with all these publishing houses. So it was one collecting the income. So instead of paying it into the group account, he was paying it into, that's the allegation, that was paying it into a different account. And Peter was able to now say that, look, he discovered that, okay, this guy is spending money, he has not been able to collect anything. And then he now went to, but the genesis was that they've always had issues because of the woman Peter married. Because when they were, Lola was a big girl in the agency, older than Peter and all that. So they didn't really support that relationship. And that was the wedge between them. But what is causing the problem now is that Jude was accused of misappropriating the money that was supposed to belong to the group.
Yeah. PKO, when pathologists tell us blood is thicker than water, it is 6 times thicker. And so you are wondering why the blood relationship between brothers could become messy.
Yes. As I said earlier, Jude was accused of siding with one of the brothers and to the anger of the other one. And because of that, things got worse. And the one who felt he was treated as the least talented of the group, they said, okay, let everybody outside father's name. And they went their separate ways, became what you call single solo artists,
Yeah.
you know, rather than singing together. And I can say that even as solo artists, their songs were very good. I enjoyed their songs, but it then meant that they had to go back and queue behind the younger and bright artists that we now have on the scene. So it wasn't really a palatable experience. And that was why people felt that, look, they were stronger together.
Yeah.
So when they came back, people were excited. And then this issue cropped up. Peter had him arrested and said, look, the proceeds, royalties, is set up a secret account where our monies were being paid to. So he reported Jude and his wife. And then the EFCC began analyzing the content of the account that was in question. So the EFCC must have felt that at this stage they had enough to build a proper case. And that was why they decided to put him on trial.
Well, I'd like to say Journalists Hangout is missing P-square. I hope it is not too late in the day to find a middle course and put this problem to rest. But Jude, I wish you well as you defend whatever is allegedly before you. All right.